And the Mustangs will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. The give on the inside. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for a man, it's Raiola. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the sticks.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Raiola. Grabs it in the middle. Dragged down. Liddell moved the sticks for a 1st down.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
The Cornhuskers will line it up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for it.
The Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll give it to Johnson. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the Huskers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the air on 1st down. Intercepted! intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Fires to the middle. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Unloads to the wideout. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on third down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. Last season, Kevin Jennings took over as the SMU quarterback, and they went 11-1 before stumbling in the ACC championship game and in the college football playoff. What does he need to focus on in terms of improvement?
Just avoiding the turnovers, Reese. If Kevin Jennings does that, then this offense is virtually unstoppable. Because of his ability to extend plays and create, his accuracy throwing vertically down the field, SMU has everything they need. Rhett Lashley is going to have a lot of fun calling plays. If it
breaks into the open. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
The Mustangs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Under fire. He's got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He'll do it himself. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Mustangs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The run from the shotgun. And they swarm him under.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on second in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up third and short.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Mustangs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Gets it out fast. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Handoff from the shotgun. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. Sneaks it in.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over.
Oh, he's got some space. The 20, 10, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Husker!
I love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the 2nd level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Duke had an impressive showing at home today, and I know the fans outside Krzyzewskiville are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. All that speculation all week.
Touchdown, SMU! Stealing a score on special teams. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that in the end zone, making a huge play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Got his man in the middle. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This should be the last play of the quarter. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Works the middle of the field. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play.
SMU 14, Nebraska 7.
So first down here as they go back to work. Power football with the run. Ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You just wonder about this guy's confidence right now. After fumbling in his last game, he's just fumbled again now. He seems like he's a little bit unsure of himself, and because of that, if you're the offensive coordinator, how many more times do you want to go back to this guy in this game?
Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The give to the back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Jennings. Got it in the middle. It's Cooper. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Mustangs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown Mustangs. And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the ball.
Makes the grab. It's key. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example thereof.
Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. catch in the middle. It's key. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cornhuskers getting set on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. When you're called Cornhuskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The give to the back. He breaks a tackle. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Right back to the well. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get it first.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make... He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to...
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They'll go back to the ground. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Trying to do it on the ground. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. All tied up after that one. Possible shootout coming.
And the offense does its job, and now the pressure switches back to the other offense. Points at a premium.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. He gets a block. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And he's in for the 2nd score of the game. My goodness. Note to self. Kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it. Kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Florida State has the lead at this time, but there haven't been quite as many tomahawk chops today as we expected. This is close. They're up by just 1 over Georgia Tech. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you can see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The handoff to Johnson. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Huskers with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Right down the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
From the gun, the ground game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. He leaves it with his back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Mustangs headed quickly to the line. Right back to him on the ground. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down. And you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense getting a hat on hat to go get that first.
Right on the money. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Jennings. Oh, they're after him. Fires on the run. And he hauls it in at the 30.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Makes the catch. It's Singleton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Going to swing it on 2nd down. grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a three before they head to the locker room. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Huskers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Immediately fires to the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Offense gets set for second down. The inside handoff. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Calls his own number. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
To the air, it's Jennings. Finds his man, it's Singleton. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
With the catch, it's Johnson. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring in for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Third down, and the They'll give it to Johnson. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
To the ground with the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. He'll take it himself. Touchdown, SMU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Oklahoma was able to ride away on that Sooner schooner with the win, but not necessarily without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Here we go. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Fires left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. Inside the 10. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open grain, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be king in 2, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game.
Touchdown, Mustangs! And the pummeling has started.
Man, we've seen in recent years the evolution of the tight end position, right? You think about Brock Bowers at Georgia and Tyler Warren at Penn State. How about this guy getting involved in the option play? He's the pitch man. No one accounting for him. He's got the athleticism to not just catch touchdown passes or block for other people. Getting involved in the running game here on the option pitch for a score as well. Unbelievable job.
Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Still on his feet at the 40. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Huskers want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And at this point of the game, you just can't say enough about how good the defense has been covering this guy. Coming into the game, they knew he was the critical factor for this offense with his skill set, but they have really been able to shut him down. They force another incompletion down the field looking his way. To me, that's one of the biggest reasons why they're winning this game.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense.
You don't see a lot of OPI, but on that play, the offensive player just way too handsy. He's grabbing, he's working his hands way too much, and that was an easy call for the referees.
Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Quick strike complete. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the fourth quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
I love the aggressive nature there by the offensive play caller, too. He's not just playing it safe, get a few yards, center the ball, help our field goal kicker out. He's trying to move the sticks through the passing attack. Quarterback makes a nice throw, and now it's 1st and goal.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up to add another. Right down the boulevard. So a drive there of 85 yards and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time and even better this time around. Caught over the middle, it's Maryland. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, SMU! And the route is on. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take it. Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Barney. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
To throw, it's Raiola. Here comes the heat. Grabbed in the middle, it's Mills. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To the ground to try to move the chains. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
The Huskers in the hurry-up. On second and goal, they go right back to it. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
Throw to the end zone, picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
52. Nebraska.
They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
Set to kick off.
Coming out with it, it's Johnson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Motion from the wideout. Little touch pass to the receiver. There he goes. Touchdown Mustangs! And the stomping has commenced. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking to pass, it's Raiola. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. And the quarterback takes a knee. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. That last score sort of felt like the finishing touches on a great meal, didn't it, as they get ready to line up for the kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Out across the 30, mark down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and have a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs.
Brings it down on the right side. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Man, I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Got it in the middle. It's Mills. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Nebraska.
The Cornhuskers will go for it here on 4th down.
Ready.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us.